Hey friends! If you're following my channel, you will know that I recently did an unboxing video on the EcoFlow Delta 3. So I thought I'll maybe just spend a few minutes to share my thoughts on it and see how it compares to the BLUETTI AC180, which is my old power station. Also, I will tell you which one of the two I will keep at the end of the video. So let's get started. First of all, this is probably the newest model power station in the 1 kilowatt range on the market. It was announced in, I believe, August last year, maybe September 2024, and it was released in January, so it's just 5 months old. It uses the newest lithium iron phosphate battery cells in it, and what that means is that its cycle count, its lifespan, you can say is the longest on the market. I believe this one has a lifespan of 4,000 cycles. It can charge faster, it is safer, and it stays cooler while charging, which again attributes to a longer lifespan. Another thing I quite like about this unit, and it was one of the main reasons why I thought I'll upgrade to it from my AC180, is that it's a lot lighter. Compared to the BLUETTI, this is very, very light. I think the BLUETTI is around 17.5 kilos, which is rather heavy for a 1 kilowatt battery. This unit, if memory serves me right, is around 12.5 to 13 kilograms. A lot lighter. Look, I have no struggles lifting it this way. The BLUETTI would be nearly impossible to lift that way, considering I have back issues. So absolutely, this wins over the BLUETTI. Another reason why I got it is because it's smaller than the BLUETTI, for example, and it's smaller than most power stations on the market in the 1 kilowatt range. Another reason I got it is just the general layout of all the buttons and the display USB ports. OnePlus has 2 USB-C ports, which is a good thing to see, because for some reason there's some power stations out there that they'll have 3 USB-A ports and 1 USB-C port, which I believe, yep, the BLUETTI AC. I've just reached out over there because my BLUETTI is just over there under my desk. The BLUETTI AC180, it's in the same class, has 3 USB-A ports and 1 USB-C port. Why? Considering that the world is moving towards USB-C, it really escapes me. So it's really nice to see. It has 4 AC outlets, which is also rather nice to see, considering that my BLUETTI AC180 had only 2 AC outlets. I don't know if I'll ever use the 4, but hey, it is what it is. Another nice bonus, which is a knife with 2 edges, is that the battery inside this power station is waterproof. I'm saying it's a knife with 2 edges because the chemicals and the glue they've used to seal the battery unit, so it is waterproof. They produce a disgusting smell, metallic-y, plasticky smell. I've reached out to EcoFlow. They've confirmed that this is normal and it's expected. I quite like the fact that this, look at the build quality. Well, let me mention the build quality. This thing is sturdy. It is very nice shape, if you ask me. I like the positioning of the handles. I like the positioning of the vents. On the front, this is a vent here, and there's another vent over there. You can see I don't have any issues just lifting and moving around. With the BLUETTI, that would be impossible. I like the fact that you can expand it. This EcoFlow this is an expansion port. So this 1 kilowatt battery, you can attach another 1 kilowatt battery to it, make it 2 kilowatts. I think the Delta 2 sorry, the Delta 2 is expandable up to 3 kilowatts. The Delta 3 is expandable up to 5 kilowatts. That's a nice bonus. It's nicely future-proofed, I would say. Again, this is your, this is your 12 volt. You have a cover on this, nice on that. Everything's just nicely located. And again, because I mentioned the layout earlier, I like the fact that all your charging ports are on this side, as in all your output ports are on this side, and all your input ports for charging your power station on the back. So you have output ports on one side and charging ports for the power station on the other side. I quite like that. Let me mention another really nice thing I like about the EcoFlow is it's quiet. It is very quiet, which brings me to the app. From the app, your Apple or Android app you can install on your smartphone, you can control this unit and you can set it at what rate, at what speed to charge, which also basically determines the noise the fans will make. If you set it to charge at a faster rate at 1 kilowatt or 1.3 kilowatts per hour, which means that this will be charged in an hour, obviously the fans will need to be on most of the time, highest rate, to keep it cool. However, for prolonged battery life, you can charge it slower and it's much quieter. You probably won't even notice that you have it under your desk in your office or in your camper van or in your car or in your RV or whatever. I was really looking for a power station that was quiet because, trust me, I've tested a BLUETTI AC180, I believe. That was very loud. I have tested a EcoFlow River 2 Pro, which was also rather loud. I have tested the BLUETTI, which actually does a pretty decent job, is staying quiet while charging. But this unit, I would say, is probably the quietest of them all. Other than that, yeah, the app is just top notch. It is really good. And you can control that unit and monitor it anywhere in the world. You just need to connect this to the internet and open up the app, go to another country, you can just open the app and you have direct access to your power station, which is rather nice to have. Charge rate, top notch. Again, I think you can charge this one in about an hour. Solar input, I think it's 500 watts, more than enough for me. More than enough for any 1 kilowatt battery, if you ask me. Purely because if you get like 4 or 500 watt solar panel, it's just too big. It just doesn't make sense to me to get a solar panel that's 3-4 times the size of the power station you'll be charging. Anyways, nice to have. I like that. And that's really it. I really like that power station, and I would have kept it if I didn't have an issue with it, which is rather common. And it is with the inverter. And I'll show you where it is. You turn on the power station, and the moment you turn on the inverter, it starts making a buzzing noise. And I have a short on that actually. So just have a look at my videos and you'll find it there. I reached out to EcoFlow and they've said it's a defective unit and I need to get a return to them. So that's what I'll do. In the meantime, I'll keep my BLUETTI AC180 because I am happy with it. I'm not really doing much car camping. I'm not planning to move it around too much. So I'll put up with its weight for now. And it is a decent unit, but on the first instance I got an opportunity to get this bad boy on a discount. I think I'll get one of them. So yeah, long story short, it is definitely worth it. I would say if you are on the lookout for a 1 kilowatt power station, the EcoFlow Delta 3 is definitely a winner. Definitely shortlisted. It's a little bit pricier then the Jackery Explorer 1000, or the BLUETTI AC180, or the Anker Solix C1000. It is a little bit pricier, but that is purely because it's a newer model. So wait for Black Friday, Father's Day deals, Prime Day on Amazon. Just shop around, have a look, see what's on offer. I think EcoFlow also are doing a Father's Day deal in the moment, which I think that costs around £619, which is a decent price. But I highly recommend it. It's a really good unit, but be mindful, it will produce a very bad smell for the first few weeks of use, and also it has a common problem where the inverter, once turned on, and that is the AC inverter, the unit will start making a buzzing sound. So definitely be mindful of that. If you notice that, reach out to EcoFlow support and get it sorted. This unit comes with a 5-year warranty, so definitely reach out, get it sorted, get it replaced. Make sure your unit is without that fault. I think these are my thoughts for now on the EcoFlow Delta 3. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong. Bye.